today we're doing a match reaction for Swansea City versus Southampton, and it's finished in the third round of the FA Cup at the Swansea.com stadium. It's finished Swansea City 2, Southampton 3. So yeah, let's get straight into it then. So it was a game in which we dominated. I don't think anyone expected us to win anyway, and I didn't expect us to play as well as we did, but maybe that was down to the fact Southampton went down to 10 men, but we had 63% possession, 17 shots. I thought Flynn Downs was excellent today. Absolutely brilliant. We could have won the game, to be honest. Perot had a chance where he was through on goal to make it 2-1 in the 90th minute. Hard chance to take. I think if that's on his left foot, it's a goal, but you know, that's just a conversation for another day. But yeah, it wasn't a bad performance at all. I thought we played really well, but yeah, what's your thoughts on the game?
I thought, yeah, it was a decent game, but I just thought, some of the passes we were making in really dodgy situations and dodgy areas, especially at the back as well. I thought defensively we were absolutely shocking. Gave the ball away too many times as per usual, and yeah, we always have most possession, and yeah, we just didn't really, we created a couple of chances. Obviously the Perot one, as you said, he should probably have scored that, but yeah, that is a conversation for another day. And I thought Incham played well when he came on, same with Matt Grimes, and yeah, I think it was just a poor defensive performance. I thought going forward we were okay, but yeah, it's just in the midfield areas and defensive errors. I think that's where we really need to improve, is defensively. I thought Reece Williams, when he came on, was I thought he was really poor. And even Obafemi, when he was playing, I didn't think he was that much of a threat, in all honesty. So overall, I thought it was a bad performance, in my opinion. But we were playing against Premier League opposition, and obviously our last 4 games have been postponed. So we obviously haven't played in a while. But yeah, that's just football. Obviously we're out of the cup, and now we can just concentrate on the league.
Yeah, so then as for the player ratings then, so starting off with Ben Hamer and goals then, so I'd give Ben Hamer, I'd probably give him a 6 because he didn't really have much to do, but would you agree with me, or would you give him a different rating?
Yeah, either a 5 or a 6. Obviously he let 3 goals in. I wouldn't say that any of them were his fault. I think they were all just defensive errors, not marking our mans properly, so I'd probably give him a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, and then moving on to the two wide fullbacks then, Kyle Norton and Ryan Manning. I'd probably give Kyle Norton, I thought Norton was really good. I'd give Norton a 7, and I'd give Manning a 7. I thought he was good as well, but what would you give them both?
Yeah, I'd give Manning a 6. I would give Norton a 7. Obviously he hasn't played as a right back in quite a while. Obviously it used to be Ethan Laird, and obviously Norton used to play as a centre back in a 5 at the back formation. But yeah, obviously him coming back into that right back role, I thought he did do excellent. Obviously you can tell he's lost a bit of pace about him, but he's still contributed to our attacking play, and defensively he was alright as well. So I'd give him a 7 and Manning a 6.
Yeah, and then the 2 centre backs then were Ryan Bennett and Brendan Cooper. I'd probably give Ryan Bennett a 5 because I thought he was good in the first 90 minutes, but that extra time performance put his rating right down. And then Brendan Cooper, I'd give him a 6 when he was on. I thought he was really good, but what would you give them both?
Well, yeah, Brendan Cooper, I think I'd give him a 5. I thought it was quite an average performance from him. And then Bennett, I think second half performance was dreadful, absolutely dreadful, and in extra time as well. So I have to give Bennett a 4. I know it might seem a bit harsh, but he was just giving the ball away too much. He's not. I don't think he's quick enough to play in this type of team. I know he's got the experience and all, but he's got no pace at all in defence. So I'll have to give him a 4 and Brandon Cooper a 5.
Yeah, and then the 3 in midfield, it was Liam Walsh, Corey Smith and Flynn Downs. Flynn Downs I'm giving a 9. I thought he was absolutely terrific. Corey Smith, I'm going to give him a 7 because he was the one that played Norton through to play the ball across, which Perot scored from. And then I'm probably going to give Liam Walsh a 5 because he's at fault for the first goal, giving the ball away. But what would you give the 3 midfielders?
Yeah, I think I'd give. Yeah, I think I'd have to give Downs. I think I'd have to give him. Yeah, I'd give him an 8. I thought he was absolutely superb. Obviously really composed on the ball. Good turns in certain areas where he was. So I'd give him an 8. I think Corey Smith, I'd probably give him a 6. He was okay. I don't think he was brilliant. I thought he gave the ball away a couple of times. Obviously he played that nice ball into Norton, which was nice. Obviously leading up to the goal. But overall I thought he had an average game apart from that, so I'd give him a 6. And who was the other person? Fulton, was it? Liam Walsh. Liam Walsh. I thought he was quite quiet, to be honest. I'd probably give Liam Walsh a 5, I think.
Yeah, and then the 3 up top was Liam Cullen, Michael Obafemi, Joel Perot. give Joel Pro a 7 for the goal. I'd give Michael Obafemi maybe a 5, he was a bit quiet, and then I'd give Liam Cullen a 6. I thought Cullen was really good, you know, he was trying to put crosses in, he was making things happen, you know, busting a gut to get the ball back, winning the ball back, so yeah, I'd give him a 6, and I'd give Pro a 7 and Obafemi a 5, but what would you give the 3 front men?
Yeah, I'd give Obafemi and Cullen both a 5. I'm not saying they were bad, but I just didn't think I just don't think they were as creative as they could have been. I know we are playing against a good, solid Southampton side, but, you know, we did have a couple of chances, and I think they could have done a bit better, those two especially. So I'd give them both a 5, and I know both of them have been in and out of the team, they haven't really been starting that many games, and I do think they had a decent game, in fairness to them, but I'll give them both a 5. And obviously Perot, obviously getting the goal, I think I'd have to give him a 7. I thought he was superb with his movement in the box. You know, he had a header obviously way over the bar. He had that one-on-one chance which he could have scored. So I'd give Perot a 7 and Cullen and Obafemi a 5.
Yeah, and then onto the 2 subs that came on in normal time. Then it was Grimes and Acham. I think I'd give them both a 7. You know, I thought they were both positive. Obviously, Acham got an assist for the own goal, and I thought Grimes was trying to make things happen. But what would you give them both?
I think I'd give Incham an 8, because when he came on, I don't think he made any sort of mistake or clear obvious error, and I thought his passing was just exceptional. Grimes, his passing was good as well, but I'll give Grimes a 7, and I'll give Incham an 8.
Yeah, and then the 3 subs that came on in extra time. Then it was Jay Fulton, Yan Danda and Reece Williams. I think I give Fulton and Danda a 6. They were trying to make things happen. But I think I give Reece Williams a 4 because he was giving the ball away all the time. He was getting, you know, barged off the ball. He didn't play for long, no, but I still don't think he was great. But what would you give Williams, Fulton and Danda?
Yeah, Danda, I'll give him in fairness to Danda, I thought he was actually alright when he came on. I thought he was trying to make things happen. I know at times he looked a bit dodgy. But I thought, you know, at least he was actually giving it 100%, and he was actually trying to obviously play on that left-hand side, trying to create things happen, so I'd give him a 7. Fulton, I thought he was decent as well. I thought his link-up play with the midfield, and with a forward play as well. I think I'd give him a 7 as well. And then, yeah, Reece Williams, I'd have to agree with you on a 4 rating for him. 3 or 4, I'd say, because I don't think he did anything positive. I know he wasn't on for that much, and he's obviously a centre-back. But, yeah, he didn't have that much long to play. And, you know, he's just giving the ball away left, right and centre. So I'd have to give him 3 or 4.
Yeah, and then if I was to give Russell Martin a rating then for his tactics and the way he managed the game, do you know what? Considering his Premier League opposition, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought, you know, his style worked. I know they went down to 10 men, so maybe he had to adapt, and maybe that was why we played so well. But yeah, I'd give him a 7. But what would you give Russell Martin?
Yeah, I think I'd give him a 7 as well. You know, considering we've had the last 4 games postponed, and obviously our game after that, which is finally on, is against Premier League opposition. And obviously to get 2 goals against them as well. I know they were down to 10 men, but I think he did set the team up right. I think, you know, I thought the team, you know, was really good. And I feel like if Patterson was actually in the team, I thought we would have played a lot better. And I thought, you know, we may have gotten a better result out of the game. But with the team that started, I thought we did really, really well. And obviously that's all down to the manager. So I think I'd have to give him a 7 as well.
Yeah, and then finally the man of the match then. So my man of the match for the Swans then was Flynn Downs, but if I had to give a man of the match for the whole game, I'd give it to James Ward-Prowse because they won. However, if we won, I would have given it to Flynn Downs. So yeah, who's your best player for Swans and man of the match for the overall game?
Yeah, man of the match for you has to be Ward-Prowse. I thought he was just superb. He's proven that he's Southampton's best player by a country mile. And best player for us, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I think I have to give it to Flynn Downs as well. He didn't really make any sort of mistake. I want to give it to Perot maybe if he got another goal. Obviously if he scored that 1-on-1, I probably would have given it to him as well. But I'd have to give it to Flynn Downs just because, you know, I thought him getting out of the tight areas, you know, trying to move forward with the ball, playing key passes. I'd have to give him our man of the match.
Yeah, obviously thanks to everyone for watching this. We will be back again next week, back to league action next week, away at Huddersfield, so we'll be back for a match preview for that, and we should be back for the watch along as well, but if not, we will be doing it in some sort of video anyway, so yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.